Entre nous, ça va faire un malheur.
I'm Zenner with Showstream down at Bluedot Festival in a little grassy ambience with the incredible Juniore that have just played the Nebula stage. How was that for you?
It was good. It was good.
Pretty busy in there.
Yeah.
Really packed tent, and that dark ambience as well kind of like made things a bit more intense. Is that the kind of space you like to play?
Definitely, and also we didn't see, but we knew that there were going to be projections, so I don't know if they were great, but I feel like they were great. I feel like there were great projections.
They definitely added to the ambience. I mean,
wonderful.
As an artist, do you really worry about that, or are you just concentrating on what's happening in front of you music-wise?
I think you do. I think you do worry maybe more in the beginning, and then once you start playing, you kind of forget. But in the beginning, you kind of want, you want things to be nice to look at as well, because it's a concert, so it has to be entertaining,
So you just got to Jodrell Bank. Have you had a chance to see anything, or were you literally straight to the stage?
No, we went straight to the stage. We parked and then went straight to the stage.
So literally straight in there.
Straight in there.
So now do you get to enjoy any of the ambience?
We do.
What's on your hit list?
Well, of course, Kraftwerk, yeah.
Thought you might say that.
Of course, we're so excited to see them. And also just the whole place. It seems like there's just so much stuff to look at and to do.
The telescope.
Had
you read up anything about Jodrell Bank Bluedot before you arrived?
We did, and it seems like, because we really like astronomy, Swanny on the way here was reading a French magazine on astronomy, and we were preparing.
Okay, can you teach me anything?
No, nothing.
Come on, I'm
sorry.
rubbish.
I don't understand
I'm looking
nothing.
for good teachers. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's in French. I can work with that.
I feel like with all good astronomers, Swanny feels like we know nothing about the universe, so it's pointless to talk about it in precise terms. All we can do is just imagine and hope that one day we'll have answers.
Is that the way we feel about music as well? Maybe music is giving us some answers, or maybe it's just giving us some more questions.
I believe that, it's giving a lot of questions, music. But sometimes it gives answers. No?
Yeah, un peu.
A little? For those that I'm terrible at French, but a little?
A little, yeah.
My GCSE French is still very poor. Je m'appelle Shell, j'ai 16 ans. I've not been 16 for a long time.
Your pronunciation was great.
I can ask for a bedroom with a shower though, so I'm all good. So what is the music scene like in Paris? Because you're based in Paris at the moment, right?
We are. There are a lot of new sort of bands, I think, nowadays, and I think what I like most is that there's a lot of mix now. There's a lot of
French, and they sing in French a lot.
Yeah, because for a long time I think French was taboo. I think French people felt like if you wanted to make it, in music, you need to sing in English, and now I think that sort of changed, and they're going back to trying to write in French, which is really nice in a sense, because it's harder to write in another language.
I can imagine.
It's much more difficult. So I think the music is more genuine. It makes it more genuine in a sense, and also I think, it's a time of mix where people, put things together, all their influences together that aren't necessarily compatible, in like a very sort of ethical, if you have strong beliefs about music, you think that certain things couldn't be mixed together, and I think people are doing that now. They're taking the freedom to mix and match sort of everything and anything, and it makes old things sound new, which is great, I think.
I think that's kind of going back to analog and people not being afraid to be using an 8-track to record.
Absolutely.
And, people not having a lot of money and needing to do things themselves and being a bit more DIY, and no one's afraid of that anymore. It's okay.
True.
You can get a really warm sound.
That's great. I think that's great. The fact that you can do things, by yourself on your own, I think that's wonderful.
How do you record at the moment?
We're lucky because we have Samy Osta, we've been working with him for a really long time. I met him in high school, so we've known each other forever. And he has his own studio. We kind of evolved with him. So he started out having a studio in his room, and then his room became like this really tiny little studio, and then it became like a little bit larger, and now it's fairly large, and it's still tiny in the world. but it's a comfortable way to record.
So you've got good people that you're working with, that
definitely.
you trust, that you know,
Yeah.
to make the best of your sound.
We're very lucky because I think it's very hard to find people that you trust and that you feel comfortable with.
I mean, for those that haven't heard your music, how would you describe it?
I think it's sort of like chanson française from the 60s mixed with all the things that we loved most. So like pizza and, you know, horror films and astronomy and hot dogs and ice cream.
Oh,
like
wow.
that, yeah.
I'm conjuring up flavours now. What flavour ice cream? What flavour pizza? What topping?
I think,
Margarita.
yeah, we're very
the classic.
Yeah,
Classic
classic.
shit.
Classic.
I like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Very classy. What about ice cream?
Also quite classic.
yeah.
Although
Would you be a vanilla?
I'm a lemon and chocolate. Is that strange?
That's a good mix.
Yeah, lemon and chocolate.
That's edgy,
Yeah.
I would say. I think that's forward thinking.
It's delicious. Yeah.
So what is obviously Kraftwerk on the list for you today, but what have you
Yes.
got coming in the next few months? Have you got more releases? Are you going to be playing more festivals?
We are actually. We're playing next week at Kendall Calling and Stand-In Calling also at the Farm Festival in Bruton. So we've got 3 festivals kind of all over England, and then we're going to the Ziegfest.
Ziget.
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 In Bucharest. Yeah, in
Yes.
Hungary.
Yes.
Hungary. Ziget
Yes.
Festival.
Yes.
We're doing that.
Brilliant festival.
Yeah, it'll be fun. That'll be
All
fun.
those spas. You're going to have a whale of a time.
Have you been there before?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Oh, well,
Can I come with you? Have you got space in your suitcase?
definitely. You've got the.
Would I
bangs.
fit? Would it be
you-
alright?
Yeah,
Can I make the band? Can you get me a big hat?
yeah, we
Can I
can do
just
that.
hide in that? Well, thank you so much for chatting to us
Thank you.
today,
Thank you
and
for having us.
enjoy the rest of your UK adventures. Is there anything that you're looking forward to checking out in the UK over the next few weeks? Any food choices or anything like that?
We were especially excited about tonight, I have to say. So.
Is that just Kraftwerk though?
No. Also.
Is it you wanted a sausage roll?
We did, and also to go see the telescope. And
Of course.
Yeah.
The Lovell Telescope.
Yes.
Oh, well, enjoy Blue Dot, enjoy
you.
the ambience of Kraftwerk tonight.
Thank you.
And enjoy the rest of the tour. It sounds amazing. And we'll catch up. We're off to get some ice cream now. Lemon and chocolate, apparently.
Lemon and chocolate.
Okay.
Yeah.
See you later.
Entre nous, ça va faire un malheur. Ah bah d'accord.